Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, depending on what time you are listening to this recording. My name is Joseph Aveso. I am a Microsoft MVP and MCT. And today, really, we want to look at how to use conditional access policy to enforce MFA on your users. So you do this from the Microsoft Entra Admin Center by coming to cmd.ms, and then you can select the very first option there, which is the Microsoft Entra, and that will take you to this particular point. So when you get here, you go to protection. So if you expand protection, you're going to see conditional access. So click on conditional access. But one thing to mention here is that before you can turn on conditional access policy, you must have disabled security default, which is the standard or recommended basic settings that Microsoft enforce on all tenants, at a security level. Now, going ahead of that is for you to first of all disable security default before you can proceed with the conditional access policy. So if we are here, you could actually do it by creating from the scratch, but if you come here, there is a template that actually speaks to enabling multi-factor authentication for all users. So if you look at this, right, you see require multi-factor authentication for admins. Does this is speaking exactly only to administrators or users who have admin role enabled for them. Then you have security info and all of this. Block legacy authentication that was covered in the previous video. Then it is saying require multi-factor authentication for all users. So you're going to pick this. So when you do, you click on review and create. So when you click on review and create, what to do next is for you to just look at this. So what is saying, this is the name. So for me, I'm using CAP as the preface just to keep to the convention. I'm going to put it there. So what is here is it's good. I'll just come down here. It's affecting all users, and then it's excluding the current user that I'm signed in with, which is a regular thing. Then I can just come up to see that it is speaking to all cloud application, all applications that you may want to access. So I hit on create button here. So that will bring the policy to bear. So if I come here now, it may not be immediately available, or it's already available. So if I want to modify this, right, and you can see that the state is on report only mode, right? So if I want to, before I can turn this on, I will have to come right into the policy, right? And then what I will do is I may want to turn it on now. So report only is that it's just going to be tracking activities of signing. So it's not going to carry out any action on those signings, right? So but for me, I may want to turn this on now. So but before then, you could also now come up here to even further modify or reset whatever that is here, right? You can decide to exclude more people. This is just excluding one user. You can decide to exclude more people by just clicking on the one user here, and then that will lead you to the list of the users that you have. Let's just say I want to exclude this guy. Then I want to exclude this guy, so I can exclude more people now that I have configured the policy already, right? So I would do that. So the next thing is I will just click on right? So if I want to have the policy kick off, I will click on and then I will click on save. This time MFA has been MFA has been pushed to all those accounts, right, apart from the users that are exempted from the policy. So if you look at it, come back to the list of the policies, you will see that require multi-factor authentication for all users is available here. So the good thing about this is that if you want to at any point in time, maybe it's having an effect on users or you want to make any modification, you can still come back to modify it. You can still you can turn it off if you just want to, and then you can view the policy impact as well. You can view policy information, and if you are not comfortable with the policy, you can even delete it from here. But really, this is how to enforce multi-factor authentication on users using conditional access policy. So I hope this is straightforward and simple enough to understand. But if you have questions regarding this, of course, you can just drop that in the comment section there, and I'll be happy to give feedback or perhaps make further videos that could address whatever point you are trying to talk about. So thank you very much. And if you've not subscribed to this channel yet, you may just want to click on the subscribe button. If you have not like this video, right? You may want to hit on the like button so that YouTube can get to recommend it to people who would like to learn similar things, right? So thank you very much and have a peaceful day. Peace.